So I will be explaining the folder descriptions of my projects. So this is the Skyfall masters. So once you click the top folders, so it has an inference graph which I have been stored based on my code, and which has templates and static files, and the TensorFlow which I installed by Keras, and the utils is mainly useful for object detection, object ID. Like here you can see, like the code has been detecting the objects based on the movement, like the distance between it. So this is the code used, only compares the objects, and it will send to them. So once the main file, if you go to this is the main file, so this will run here, and the inference graph. So based on the graphs previously I have mentioned, each node based on the nodes, based on the protocol of the moment, the object will be detected and the hand tracking will be working. So we have to first loading frozen model, then we have to launch it, and here, so this entire code is a web camera code. So it will detect the number of hands here. It's a computer vision code, and you can see this entire is in a web camera code. So here they are taking a start times and number of frames based on the times, and here they are taking the frames on images and tracking, like out detector utils. So if you copy, the object will be, yeah, it comes from here. So based on that object, so it goes here, so it will goes here, and inside as detector it has mentioned object, so it will go here like detector images. So get detection, get tensor by name, it will detect the graph, and expand dimensions, and this box core. So automatically it will locate this, and this code will goes here. Yeah. So we are loading this detections, and we are creating the section. Based on the detections we are creating the graph, as previously I have mentioned it. So based on that graph we are sending the messages, the hands tags, we are going left or right, it depends on the hand graph, it is mentioned there. So this is the camera to detect, and the main ultimate, once the camera has been detected the detection object, the detector util is the main part, will detect the graph of the movement on the utils. So each, if you go this file will depends on other files, and other file will depends on another file, but the main file is WebSocket server. Like it the WebSocket server is just for sending the message to the website. So on the first call it will run this app.py. So this is the localhost, and web we are using a web socket for sending the messages to the website, because socket is mainly sending the messages, and the flash clap we have been used here for mouse control HTML and hand control HTML we have been used. So based on the hand control we can work, and based on the mouse control we can also work. So right now I am running this project, you can see now. So I have used the Keras, so I am activating the Keras GPY. Yes, GPU. So it has been activated. So my location is here. Yeah, Skyfall masters. So SRH projects. profiling and big data. So this is the main file which I have to run, so I have copying this and I am running here. And so for running this I have to call the python app.py. So I for installing I used Nivodia. I will mention the link below, so don't worry about it. I have installed the Nivodia and activated the Keras and TensorFlow. I used creating Keras using TensorFlow. I will mention you. So you can see this, like, so it has been created, but the one thing in my PC, it doesn't support Nivodia CUDA.dll, so which I caused the problem. So I have to figure it out. So based on the graph, they needs Nivodia CUDA, they needs it. So it is running. So it is running a frozen graph is also running, like nodes will be there, like if you go left or right. So that node. So one error which I cannot figure it out is NivoCUDA.dll. Then also it works, like, so the camera has been opened here. So you can see here, you can see the hands. You can see these hands. So if I go with left, the hands will come, the changes. So that's a it's based on that. So some new audio is not working properly. So this is the hand camera has been opened here, and the graph will run backgroundly. And if you open the Chrome and if you write localhost, so this is for mouse control. This is for mouse control. You can see, but for the hand control it is not working properly because one error was come due to that. So if you go to the hand, so something is problem here, it is there. So this is the what